What's up, you guys? This is Sam. This is Alan, a dog that we're here dog sitting. Very cute. Um, I want to talk today about the Women's March and Obama and kind of everything surrounding that, and how much it's all kind of affected me as a transgender man. Um, I think I was writing last night and I was trying to figure out why I was so emotional about, you know, Trump's inaugural speech and Obama leaving office and this women's march. I just took this little guy on a walk, and we're right next to the North Hollywood metro station. And there was just crowds and crowds of people, women, men, children, holding signs on their way to the march. And I forgot it was today because I'm going to Big Bear today, and so I can't be there. I'll be there in spirit, but we were on a little walk, and I saw all those people, and I just almost started breaking down and crying. We sat down and I just, watched for a little bit because there's something so beautiful about it. And I think what I figured out was so beautiful and touched me the most, um, as a transgender man specifically, is how all the most amazing people in my life, almost all of them, have been women. I have my mom, I have all of my sisters, I have my best friends, I have people I've dated, they've all taught me almost the most in my life. And I was, sitting there looking at everyone and crying a little bit. I got teary-eyed because thinking about Trump's morals surrounding women just horrifies me. Thinking I used to be a woman, that could be me, and I have the I don't really have to worry about that as much anymore. I have to worry about being transgender, but I don't have to be worried about, I look like a man and I pass as a man, so I don't have to worry about a lot of the stuff that women have to worry about, which they should not be having to worry about. But I was thinking about Obama and why I'm so sad about him leaving, and I think it's because, hi Alan, I was writing about it last night. What came to mind was Obama taught me how to be a man. He taught me, he came into office when I was in middle school, and I was still a girl. I didn't know I was transgender yet. I didn't have the slightest clue. My dysphoria hadn't hit me yet. Um, and my dysphoria hit me in like sophomore year of high school. And he, ever since I was in middle school and I saw him, I remember sitting in front of the TV when he was elected. For sure, he was elected, and I remember sitting in front of the TV with my mom and I think my sisters, and I just started crying. And I don't think I knew why, because I didn't know any of his policies. I didn't know anything. I was in middle school. I was not that educated yet, and I just started crying as he walked out to do his inaugural speech, because he just exuded this warmth and this acceptance and this strength. But it was a warm-hearted kind of strength. It wasn't this macho masculine weird strength. It was a beautiful strength of fighting for what he believes in, which is kindness and acceptance and love. And I think that really touched me as a kid. And then thinking about it now, I don't think I realized it. I think it was mostly indirectly, but he represented to me how to be a man. I mean, not just him, but he was a big part of what taught me to be a man, because he represented how to be a man without, all of the typical characteristics, I guess, that go with it. It's all about being kind, fighting for love, having integrity, working hard, having a drive, and just exuding this light, this brightness that I so looked up to. And I don't think I really did until I thought about growing up transgender with Trump. like going through what I went through, trying to figure out what you are, who you are, in general, and then finding out you're transgender. Luckily, I had the pleasure, and I'm so grateful for this, having Obama be the leader of our country, representing everything that I believe in, the acceptance and love, and no matter who you are or what you are. And I had that to look up to. And now I'm just thinking about all those kids, or grown-ups even, but mostly kids who are just learning about the world, having Trump be the leader of our country. You know, I'm sure it can be totally fine with, the people you surround yourself with, where you live. Those are all huge factors that no matter what, don't let him, make it easy or hard on you. It's your own situation. It's your own transition. Um, but boy, I cannot imagine, you know, growing up, looking up at him, realizing, oh, these are the morals of the world. These are this is what I think. This is what our leader thinks. So that must be okay. That must be the truth. As a young kid, you're kind of susceptible to other people's opinions until you can kind of form your own. So I guess I was just realizing and wanted to kind of explain why I have this immense gratitude and immense love for Obama and what he did. And I'm not talking about necessarily his policies or, what laws he changed or he made or the healthcare or anything like that. I'm not even mentioning that. I'm mentioning him as a human being, as a man. He showed me, along with many others, but he was a big part in showing me how to be a man. And it makes me tear up now thinking about it. But I just wanted to say an immense thank you from me and on behalf of all of the transgender kids specifically, and people in general in the world. I think you showed us how to be a kind, warm-hearted person that worked hard to better this world as best as you could, and it really made a difference. So same with Michelle Obama, and that brings me back to women and their influence on me. I've learned so much from so many women, and to think that there's still people out there that don't see the value in women's minds and what they can do, it blows my mind. It really does. And thinking about, I just saw, I'm tearing up again. It makes me so happy thinking of, I just saw this woman with her kid, 3 years old, in a stroller, maybe 2, he was holding his sign and so excited to go to this thing, probably just because of the crowds and everything, but, he'll look back at it and see the importance. But so many people were bringing their kids, and this 2-year-old was holding a sign that said, "Love will win," and that just made me slightly break down on my own. I was wearing sunglasses, but I don't care. I was crying. It's so important to teach those morals to kids. If we're ever gonna progress in this world, we just need to teach love and acceptance. They have a hard enough time figuring out who they are themselves. There's no reason to go and make things harder on having violence in the world and teaching the complete opposite of that and having them try and go discover it themselves. Hi, Alan. Hi, buddy. Yeah, he loves me. So, although I cannot be there today, I'm so glad that I got to see that at the Metro. It was truly a beautiful thing, and I know there's going to be 8 times the amount there, in downtown Los Angeles and in Washington. And anyway, all of the women in my life, thank you so, so much for teaching me the most important morals in my life. My stepmom, my mom, my aunts, my, everyone, my sisters, my best friends, my ex, they all taught me the most amazing lessons. And I could not be more grateful, and I want to thank Obama for teaching me how to be a kind person growing up, and also how to be a man. You know, and not just him. It's my dad and my uncles and everyone, of course. But just as Trump comes into presidency, it really hit me, and I think I figured out why I was so emotional. Um, Yesterday, I was trying to avoid it. I was at work. I didn't want to stress myself out, but I came home and I was so emotional. And anyway, people at the Women's March today, we say, stay safe. I stand with you. I am marching with you in my heart, and I love you all. This was taken on my photo booth because I have no room on my phone. But anyway, I hope that stood as somewhat of a eye opener to people that are not transgender. How we are influenced, at least me, but I think a lot of other transgender people are feeling probably very similar. How we're influenced by who rules our country and or serves our country is a better word. And I don't know. I used to be a girl, thinking about how much I've learned for women and how they taught me to be so kind and in tune with emotions. I think is one of the biggest things, best lessons I could have learned. So anyway, I stand with you guys. I march with you in spirit, and I love you. Thank you for everything. And yeah, off to Big Bear now. Peace out, you guys. Love you.